business with the NFL, and all of a sudden, years and years of work get eradicated, and you go, look, why don't you find out what he's going to do? Come to find out, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, working behind the scenes, doing business with the NFL. Jay-Z's in a meeting with the NFL owners. They're like, we don't need Kaepernick. We got black quarterbacks that are stars in this league. We got Russell Wilson. We got Deshaun Watson. We got Patrick Mahomes. We got Cam. We got all of them. We don't need him. Lamar Jackson as well. We don't need him. And Jay-Z was like, oh, yeah, no, we do. You ain't going to just turn your back on it like that. I can't do business with y'all if y'all going to just let him go like that. Nah. So we need to give him a fair tryout. That's what Kaepernick and them said they wanted. And this camp said they wanted. So what does Jay-Z, Rock Nation, and others in the NFL and others, what were they doing? They arranged for a workout to take place. Personnel from 26 different teams showed up, and this brother didn't show up. And announced.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Stephen A. Because I'm not, my IQ ain't ill in football like it is in basketball.
Sure.
Was Kaepernick at the time? Was he at his prime?
No.
When he was taking the knee?
No. He was at his prime when he took them to the Super Bowl. And the year after, when he wreaked havoc against Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay in the postseason. At this particular moment in time, he had gotten injured. Blaine Gabbert became the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. And even though Kaepernick came back and started, once he got healthy, he was like 1-10 because Chip Kelly, the now coach at UCLA, who used to be the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles before he went to San Francisco, was the coach, and he was messing up everything for Cap. But what I'm saying to you is this. All I tried to say is, number one, you reached a settlement with the NFL. And if you reach a settlement with the NFL, you, just like with any employer, if you reach a settlement, you usually don't get your job back. So which one was it? It's not, I'm not saying it was right. I'm saying that's not how it works.
So if he wasn't in his prime, you're saying, and it's been like 3-4 years, and we're talking about a tryout, do you think he's in physical condition to get a job on the NFL right now?
Absolutely. I think that Kaepernick could be on an NFL team right now, even though he's been out of the league for 4 years now, 4 years. But I will remind you, for example, it's 2020, Joe. Just a couple of months ago, a few weeks ago, a former league MVP named Cam Newton signed with the New England Patriots. With Dak Prescott getting $31 million, with Carson Wentz getting $32 million, with Russell Wilson getting $35 million, with old Phillip Rivers getting $25 million, Tom Brady a 2-year, $50 million deal. Cam Newton signed with the New England Patriots for $500,000.
Wow.
$500,000. Now, mind you, he's coming off of an injury, and I understand that. But $500,000.
$500,000 ain't no money for no Cam. And the thing is,
I'm saying,
I watched a lot of reviews saying that he's going to be an incredible addition. They say they think he'll take him to the playoffs.
Without question.
For $500,000.
$500,000. Now, mind you, it's incentive laden, so he can earn as much as $7.5 million if he meets those incentives. But the only portion that's guaranteed is $550,000. So all I'm trying to say to you to make that point, if they did that to Cam, although because he was injured, what you looking to do for a brother that's been out of the league since 2016? You gonna say try out? Try out, show me what you got. That's not a crime. If you ready, you ready.
Listen, he probably make more money off the court.
With Nike, you think? Hell yeah.
Listen, Stephen A. Now that you bring up these salaries, Patrick Mahomes. Now, he's the best quarterback in the game.
Without question.
He's cold as ice.
Yep.
When I seen him go neck to neck, because I don't know football like that, but whenever I watch, my favorite bandwagon is Tom Brady, because I look at the game, the Super Bowl, and I say, when he's down with a minute and a half left, I sit back and I go, now what would Jordan do right now? Because they call him the Jordan, the MJ of football, and sure enough, he comes back and he wins every time. When I see Patrick Mahomes go toe-to-toe with him that year and lose, I told told all my football guys, Rich Blaze on the chick, I said, this boy cold as ice. He's the truth. He coming back and showing up. He came back and won the chip. $500 million.
Well, that sounds good. Here's the deal. It's a 10-year deal worth over $500 million. But he's only guaranteed $141 million.
140, yup.
Everything else is incentives. Now, let's say, for example, they're saying he should net about he should gross about $140 million, because that's one of the things that we're gonna speak real cash money. Let's be real about this. There's a difference between gross and net. What you gross is before Uncle Sam take your dollars. What you pay is after. Let me tell you something right now. That matters, okay? So here's the deal. He gonna get about $140 million. Let's say it's over the next 6 years before he's in a position to renegotiate his deal that he just agreed to. That's still less than $30 million a year.
Wow.
So that means Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Russell Wilson, and all of Jared Goff. That means it is at least, even Matt Ryan making $30 million. So you got about 8, 9, 10 dudes. That's
making more than the greatest of all time.
But here's where the comparison to Jordan is apropos. Let me drop this on you. Do you know that for the first 11 years of Michael Jordan's career, he averaged $4 million in salary? 4. See, that $30 million that he got, and then $33 million in his final year, or 33 or 33, whatever it was, that was at the end, the last 2 years of his career. But the first 11 years of Jordan's career, he averaged $4 million a year in salary.
Chicago was horrible. We saw what they did with Pippen.
Yeah, but listen.
It was hard.
That's why Jordan got on Pippen with the last dance, because Pippen was making 2.8 and Jordan was like, hold on. As a basketball player, I was only making 4. Now that last year when my contract was up, I made over 30. But remember, all those years I was under contract, I was making what you were making. So what you bitching for? That's basically what Jordan was saying.
Let me explain something to you about these Dallas Cowboy quarterbacks are overhyped. They've always been. Dak Prescott, he's like a model to me. He's like good for commercials, good for public appearance. I don't believe he got what it takes to win the Super Bowl. What do you think, Stephen A?
Well, first of all, I'm allergic to rooting for the Dallas Cowboys because I can't stand Cowboy fans. They make me sick. They're the most disgusting.
Shout out my brother Rich, player to God.
You know how I feel about Cowboy fans. I can't stand them. I wish them all an awful Thanksgiving and a horrible Christmas. But let's be clear. When you're talking about Dak can ball, man. He's not a scrub. The question is, when you talk about a Super Bowl, here's the problem. To get through the NFC, you got to get through Rodgers. You got to get through Russell Wilson. You got to get through Carson Wentz. Who knows what Jared Goff or even Jimmy Garoppolo is going to do, or Matt Ryan, because they still got Julio Jones and Ridley and those boys, so we don't know. And then if you get to the AFC, the likelihood is that you're going to run into Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson. So when you look at, or Cam, because Bill Belichick know what he's doing in New England. So you got all of that going on. I'm not going to rule out my Steelers odds, even though I know that's a distant fourth. In the end, what it comes down to is this. The Cowboys were losing before Dak Prescott ever got there. So why the hell blame him for them not winning that? I mean, you ain't won a Super Bowl since 1995. I mean, damn. Dak Prescott just got there.
You know, Dak Prescott, he won money.
But he deserved it.
Act like he the biggest in the game.
No, but he not going to get that. But the real issue with him is that the Cowboys want to lock him up for 5 years. He wants out after 4 years because he knows how the money is being generated, and he don't want to be locked in for an additional year, having to play under the conditions they set. He wants to get out as soon as possible. So it's really not just about the money per se. It's about him wanting his freedom to do what he wants to do earlier than they want him to have that freedom.
That's a smart play, especially in football, because your expectancy isn't as long as other sports.
Yes.
Let's go into this bubble. I'm hearing too much about players snitching. There's a snitch hotline to say if anybody's walking out the hotel, anybody.
Right.
Yo, Stephen A., Who's the snitch? Who's calling on him? What do you think?
Couple of things. Number one, I don't know. Number two, even if I did know, you know the code. We don't tell. We would never reveal that. All right. I wouldn't say who it is, but I will tell you this: if there was ever a license to snitch, it's now. Because here's the reason why: you got COVID, you could contaminate us. Now, if it's just on you and it don't affect us health-wise or our money, then that would be different. In this case, COVID affects both. Because understand why they playing, Joe. The reason why I spoke out against Kyrie Irving and Dwight Howard when they said we ain't down for playing, we want to focus on social justice issues. It was about the money, and I explained this. If the players had elected not to play, the NBA would have had to cancel the season. Once they canceled the season, Joe, the owners would have the right to rip up the collective bargaining agreement. That means Russell Westbrook's $217 million, null and void. Steph Curry's $207 million, null and void. LeBron's 4 years, $153 million, null and void. Kyrie Irving's 4 years, $140 million, null and void. You rip up.
I love Kyrie.
Start it over.
You know, the fact that he's hurt and he wasn't even going to play, I don't know if that was.
It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. But listen to what I'm saying. It renders the agreement null and void. Then they got to go back to the negotiating table. They probably would have to give back about $4 billion. And on top of it all, the owners were going to institute a hard salary cap like they got in the NFL. So what I said to the players were, tell me one movement involving black people in the history of this country that did not involve economic empowerment. Here you are, brothers, making millions. Why would you give that up? Which is why Chris Paul, LeBron James, and others never even considered it, because they knew better.
That is a fact, man, and I think you can do more by getting your money.
That's right.
And donating to the causes.
That's right.
Like, the fact of not playing and not paying your bills, and let me tell you something. Some of these guys, Kyrie Irving, he's worth maybe $200 million or whatever.
Right.
But some of these guys, you know, are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
Everybody ain't rich like that.
Fat Joe, did you hear what I proposed on First Take the other day involving these players? I said,
break it down to me.
That's right.
That's amazing.
I said, y'all want to really, really make a difference? I said the top 20 paid players, the top 20 highest paid players in the NBA, every year, out of your 25, 30 plus million per year, you donate $100,000, a PAC, Political Action Committee. We'll call it the Black PAC. Guess what? We want to talk about black issues. We pour $100,000 into this pot, and we make sure we got our own lobbyists. And you march up on Capitol Hill to those politicians. Look, we'll support your campaign. We'll support your causes. Here's what we want and what we need. You do that for us. Guess what? We down. You don't.
And this is the type of things that we need to take it to. Rather than, I love that they paint the
rather than symbolic gestures.
That's true. But we need action. We need to do stuff like this, PACs, and taking it down there. And because everybody else, the only way to do it is everybody sticking together.
Right.
Everybody, you know, T.I. the other day came on here, and I don't want to talk about it too much because he talked about it, and they didn't let me post it up for some reason, IG. But he was talking about reparations and getting, you know, people who funded slave owners, who still got money, who's still in business, getting them to pay some reparations. And I thought that was very intelligent. But we need people like the PAC to represent us in those negotiations.
Let me be very clear. I'm not just talking $50,000 to $100,000 a year. They want to get it. I'll put my money there. You understand? They want me to play. If the players wanted me to play a leadership role, I'll do that. You know what? I'm down for it because we're not talking politics.
I'll put my money there too, Steve. I'll put my money there.
I ain't got to ask. I know you would. It's like this.
I'll put my money there.
It's not even, and it's not about politics. It's about real life issues that's all need to be willing to address. That's the most important thing. So now that we're doing that, we can talk about that. When T.I. brings that up, understand what may have been a motivation behind it. the great author Ta-Nehisi Coates was being interviewed, and he talked about how if you take into account black dollars and what have you, what you would ultimately witness is about $17 trillion in reparations that are owed to black people in America. That's what he said. He said what Ta-Nehisi Coates was saying is, listen, we don't want to bring up reparations or what have you, but what choice do we have? If y'all don't want to do it, then pay up. If you don't want to do the right thing, then pay up. And if you don't want to pay up, then do the right thing. And that's where I think T.I.'s kind of motivation or kind of thinking may have came.
I like the concept. I support him 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about something we both love, but we don't like talking about in the last 20 years.
True.
It's the Knicks. Yo, Steve, Worldwide West.
Yeah.
My brother, Worldwide West.
Yeah.
What? Can he do something with the Knicks?
Yes, because you can't do any worse than what's been transpiring over the last 20 years. So let's call it what it is. The New York Knicks suck. They've sucked for a long time. We know how awful they have been. But this is a step in the right direction. Leon Rose is connected to his share of athletes, and he certainly knows the business of basketball. And I challenge anybody to show me a more connected person than Worldwide West. Now, you might have people who don't like him or whatever. I love him. I know
I love West.
You know, I know a lot of people that love him. West is that's my man. So we wish him nothing but the best. He knows basketball. He's connected to the game. And more importantly, he's got a better chance than anybody they've had in the New York Knicks organization of actually recruiting players to it. Now, whether he pulls that off or not remains to be seen, which might be one of the reasons why he and Leon Rose talk a lot about culture, because they don't want anybody to think it's a quick fix. It's going to take some time. And there's a level of latitude that they want to give, that they want to receive. And I understand that. But in the end, what it comes down to is you got to get ballers. A Devin Booker's out there, you got to get him. And Anthony Davis is going to be available potentially in free agency. You got to get somebody like that. A Carl Anthony Towns. Somebody like that. Got to improve the talent on the Knicks roster. Give us somebody to cheer for. How about that? Because I ain't going to lie to you. I love seeing West giving him a pound and a hug. You understand? But he ain't going to get me off my chair pumping my fist because he ain't dunking or shooting a J. I need somebody to root for. And damn it, the New York Knicks haven't given me that in a long time.
You know, LeBron said that his first choice in 2010 was the New York Knicks, but he went
lying.
there and they stumped it up.
He was lying. It's not true.
He was
Remember,
lying?
I broke the story. Who broke the story? I broke that story. I don't give a damn what they tell you. I'm telling you that LeBron, Bosh, and Wade had made that decision months in advance. Now, LeBron procrastinated and waited until the announcement actually came down, and they all put forth these beautiful jobs on television, looking surprised and shocked that, oh my God, I'm touched. And LeBron was going to South Beach, bro. LeBron was going to South Beach.
That's crazy because I had spoken to West recently, and he said that was a lie. He was like, nah, that's a lie.
Yeah,
I said,
I'm telling you it was.
Anthony Davis. There's also a rumor that he wanted to come to the Knicks, and the Knicks wouldn't give away R.J. Barrett.
No, that wasn't it. What happened is that, you know, he wouldn't have, listen, Anthony Davis never agreed to a contract extension. His rep is Rich Paul. Rich Paul don't mind him being in L.A. with LeBron trying to win this chip. But once you put in your time, you want to leave all your options over to get the maximum amount of dollars you can acquire and manipulate the situation to the best of your ability. Remember, LeBron is 35. He's in his 17th year in the league. Anthony Davis got at least another 6-7 years as a top-level player in this game. So if he wins a championship in L.A. with LeBron, he might want to stay, or he might want to go and establish his own thing. And that's what you got to think about here. The only reason why a lot of cats weren't willing to come before is because Dolan's a problem. That's why West and Leon Rose and those guys go out of their way to remind folks, this is our franchise. And to their credit, they're right. Because Dolan does leave you alone to do the job. He hired you to do it.
It's the average. What I try to tell these people when they give me 2 minutes of their time is I try to tell them, listen, bro, the team don't belong to Dolan. It belongs to the ambulance driver. It belongs to the security guard. It belongs to the 9-to-5 person who bleeds blue and orange. It doesn't belong to the elite. or what they say, it's the people. Now the team has to reflect the passion of the people, because any group of people that's able to keep supporting a team that hasn't won in 20 years, bro, you got the loyalty of the fans. We finally, like you said, want to root for somebody.
Right. But you know this. You can't throw out a little kid and ban him from the garden because he's saying trade to sell a team. You can't have Charles Oakley removed by security. Charles Oakley, you can't do stuff like that. There's a level of, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, you just can't do that stuff.
And I went, and I'm going to tell you, I went on my knees, and I was sweating bullets, and I dove on the floor. And this is a true story. Dove on the floor, crawled on the floor, sweat bullets. I was begging Kyrie and Rock Nation office to the point of Jay-Z had to tell me, Joe, stop. Like, you're doing too much for him to come to the Knicks. And the man turned around and he was like, you saw what they did to Charles Oakley?
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, what could you do? Right? So we hoping, Wes, I know he will. I know he'll do better than everybody who's been in the past doing their thing. I believe in Wes. Let me ask you something. What basketball team right now in this bubble is the sleeper to you?
I would tell you, well, I don't think Houston's much of a sleeper because Harden and Russell Westbrook, even though our prayers are with Russell Westbrook that he returns healthy because he got the coronavirus.
God bless him.
So we got God bless him and hope he gets back healthy. But I can't underestimate what they can bring to the table. But if I wanted to use the word sleeper, I would tell you I'm big on the Miami Heat, bro.
Don't do that. I live in Miami. You're not gonna let me go out the house.
Let me tell you.
They don't do that because all these Miami guys is in here. You killing me right now.
Let me tell you what happened. Listen, I love the fact that the Sixers just moved Ben Simmons to the 4 and got this cat Shake Milton that's going to be that point guard because he
got the ball out of Ben Simmons' hands.
He could do some things, and I know Philly, but I don't think Philly's depth is there, and I don't think their coaching is there. Let me tell you something about Miami. Jimmy Butler is a leader and he's a warrior. This kid, listen, man, Bam Adebayo, he's no joke.
They balling.
What's
the white boy with the gun?
I love the trio.
My daughter, Tyler Robinson. She's a Heat fan.
Listen, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero. These two white brothers pull up from the parking lot.
No.
They have no conscience. No conscience. Okay, no conscience.
They ain't got no conscience.
And then that kid Kendrick Nunn can play too.
Yes, he can.
I would strongly advise everyone not to sleep on Miami. That's the sleeper. Miami Heat.
Okay. I'll give you my sleeper.
Yeah.
But and I'm conflicted.
Okay.
But I'm gonna give you my sleeper. I think the Dallas Mavericks is the sleeper.
No, I'm not sold.
You're not sold on Luka.
Luka's a bad boy. I think they can hurt
Hardaway Jr.
I think they compromise Porzingis when they get physical with him. That's my problem with Dallas. I think Dallas is a player away. I think they need another one. But I like Porzingis. I love Luka. He's a dog. I love Luka. But as Porzingis, even though he's legit, I still think he's a couple of years away from that superstar status.
Now, right now, who you want to see in the playoff playing LeBron? Is it Ja Morant or is it Zion?
I would tell you Zion because I think Zion and New Orleans have a better team. We forget a former Laker named Brandon Ingram averaged 24 when the season.
He's going crazy.
All right, we forget that Drew Holiday shut down Dame and those boys to some degree. He had some help, double team and stuff like that. But Drew Holiday is a gamer. When you look at New Orleans,
no, they got a mean team.
They got a mean team. So I would like that. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I waited this from opening night. I've been waiting to see LeBron versus Kawhi in a conference championship with a berth to the finals on the line. That's what I'm gonna
You backpedaling, man. You backtracking. You said it was the Lakers. Now you said Rondo got hurt. You don't know. It might look like
Avery Bradley didn't play because his son has a respiratory illness. He don't show up. Then Rondo is out for 6 to 8 weeks because of the thumb. And then that puts LeBron having to handle the ball and play at 17 years in the league, age 35. Now, he got his rest, but I'm just saying, you got all of that going on.
He's my favorite player in the NBA, so I can say it.
Steph is mine.
He's a step slower. I watched a couple of games in person this year before the COVID. He's a step slower. LeBron James is a step slower.
Yeah,
and I've been watching him my whole life.
Now he's had 4 months off.
Yeah. And he takes care of himself.
That's right. That's right.
But let me tell you, the moves that Clippers have made this year, where they got the Morris brother, they got my man from Detroit. Now, it's just...
Well, remember, the Lakers got the other Morris brother. Got that. That's right. They got one, too.
Yeah, you know, I'm being that my Knicks ain't in contention, I'm LeBron James bandwagoner. But I'll tell you one thing. He got a problem with the Clippers, man. There's a real problem.
I know that, but in the game of basketball, the Clippers are great. They're deep. They're exceptionally well coached. But if you have 2 of the top 5 players on the planet, you should find a way to win. Jordan in Chicago didn't always have the best team, but Utah didn't have Jordan. Seattle didn't have Jordan. Portland didn't have Jordan. Phoenix didn't have Jordan. The Lakers didn't have Jordan. You feel me? So what I'm saying to you is that the best team itself doesn't always overcome the best or the best 2 players in the world. If I got LeBron and Anthony Davis, I'm going to put my money on them.
Yeah, me too. I feel the same.
Even though I think the Clippers are better and deeper, the Lakers can still overcome that. I didn't say they were the best.
It would be a major disappointment if the Lakers don't pull it off. I'm going to be honest with you. Because when you got Anthony Davis and you got LeBron, we finally been waiting for something like that. Because I was, me being LeBron, my favorite player, I was dizzy watching what Golden State was doing to this man. And it was him against 5.
Well, you can say that. And I get where you're coming from, but they lost to Golden State one year when Kyrie was right there with them. And Kevin Love. Remember that. Now, that's when KD arrived. Kevin
Love, I don't rate.
Okay, that's fine. But what I'm saying to you is Kyrie a bad brother, LeBron a bad brother. But what we don't appreciate and what we never appreciated enough about Golden State, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson is the greatest shooting backcourt in the history of basketball. There is no backcourt. There is no backcourt duo in NBA history that has ever been as great as those guys. Ever. Shooters. I'm talking about marksmen. I'm talking about snipers. Now, let me tell you this. They will be in the conference, if they are healthy, they will be at least in the conference finals next year. Book it.
Next year. Not this year.
Not this summer. Next year.
Next year. Yeah. I mean,
conference finals.
They got experience and everything. But now that you're talking best backcourt, I had a real good question for you. Pick your starting 5, the greatest basketball players of all time. Dead, alive, whatever. What's your 5?
For me personally, I'm going to go sort of compartmentalize it by position. I'm going to put together a team for you. I got Magic. I got MJ. I got LeBron. Okay? I got Tim Duncan. I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay, now how far would be
Allen
Iverson?
Nope.
Instead of Magic.
You know Allen Iverson is my brother. You know that. He's not even in the conversation. I
would have Allen Iverson. I would have Cole. I would have LeBron. I would have Tim Duncan. I would have Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay. Let me tell you this. Are you ready for this? I can give you an unbeatable team that absolutely positively would never be beat.
That's what I'm trying to... What is that team?
Okay, that team. Now, I say the 5 best players. I'm saying this team, this collection of talent would never lose. I got MJ. I got Steph Curry. I got LeBron. I got KD. And Shaq or Olajuwon. Whoever you want to get.
Now you got one. You went there with that one. That one.
Because to have LeBron and KD, all right, to have LeBron have an ability to kick it out to Steph or KD.
Now that's a dream team for real.
To have Michael Jordan. And then give me Shaq or Olajuwon. We can stop the presses. We can just stop the presses. We just stop it.
Olajuwon, man, he was
understand.
Great, man.
Understand? People don't realize this. People don't realize
footwork, everything. He was amazing.
People don't realize this about Kevin Durant. You do understand that Kevin Durant.
Oh no, Kevin Durant is sick.
One of the top 10 players of all time. Do people realize that?
Let me tell you something. Kevin Durant, you know I coached out there at the Rucker, right? Yeah. I'm the all-time leading coach. I got more chips than anybody. They call me the Bobby Knight out there. Shout out to Mousy Tri-State. Let me tell you something. I seen every player you could name come out there. Every player. Kevin Durant went out there and scored like 80, 90 points. They almost beat him up. They had to rush him in the car because the players he was playing against were so mad at this guy. Like, all he was doing was taking the ball out. He was shooting from the other end. That day, when I seen what he did, I was like, this guy's one of the greatest of all time. So, like, I've never seen nobody do nothing like that.
Kevin, this is what I try to tell people. First of all, mad love and respect to Kobe, the late Kobe Bryant. We love him. We miss him. We know how great he was. But he did the same thing MJ did, just not quite as good as MJ. That's where Kobe gets lost from that top 5. Having said all of that, this is what I want people to understand. Kevin Durant is 6'11", with a 7'6" wingspan, who can pull up from 35.
He's unbelievable.
They just need to understand that when Kevin Durant doesn't score 40, it's because he didn't prioritize doing it. You cannot stop him.
You can't stop him.
And he got a hand.
He's going to shoot over everybody.
Over everybody. There's nothing you can do. You're either too short or too slow. Period. You can't guard him.
Yeah.
He could literally say, Russell, take the ball, shoot your 25 shots a game or whatever. Okay, you need me to close, give it to me.
Let me ask you one of the craziest questions you've ever been asked in sports. If we had an O.J. Simpson, an athlete to be accused of a crime as crazy as O.J. Simpson,
right,
riding in the Cullinan on the highway, stop the whole world, which athlete would that be? Not saying they would commit the crime, but if they committed the crime.
Well, let me ask. Let's ask the question a safer way.
Yeah.
What athlete would draw that level of attention?
That's what I'm asking.
Easily LeBron. I tell you, NFL players. I mean, there's several NBA players that would do it. LeBron, Kyrie.
I got
all
Tom Brady. I got Tom Brady. If Tom Brady did,
I was getting ready to say that. Now,
if Tom Brady,
that would be
on the highway with the helicopters.
It would be worse than LeBron. It would be worse than LeBron. I mean, it would be insane.
We know that's not happening. God bless them all.
No,
I was thinking about
again. We're not trying to. The question isn't about whether or not they would do something like that. The question is who would draw that kind of.
Who would garner that? Who would stop every news channel created?
That's right. No question. That would be that Tom Brady. Yeah, I agree with you.
Listen, my brother. I don't want to put any more pressure on you because you've been so real tonight, and you always are. But forget that, Joe. Your top 5 greatest rappers of all time, and then we'll end it on that.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say Biggie and Tupac. I'm definitely going to say Jay-Z. Wow. Nas, Eric B. Rakim. Damn. I'm an LL fan. Huge LL fan.
Me too. But now you up to number 6. Man.
Yeah, it
was easier for you.
I don't want to leave Eminem out. I don't want to leave Eminem out because Eminem is on another level. I mean, damn. Out of respect, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Nas and Eminem.
Oh, that's a mean 5. So you got Nas, Eminem, Jay-Z, Biggie, and Pop. That's like, you know how to pick them, Steve. Steve, we love you. I thank you for being so honest, man, and always showing love to everybody. We wake up every day to you. It's an honor having you on the big show. This is the biggest thing smoking on IG. The competition is sick right now, Stephen A. Smith. They don't know how I get the $10 million man. They don't know how I pull this off, Stephen A. Smith. I thank you for coming to the Fat Joe Show.
You called, I came, my man. You know you're my brother. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks so much.
All right, Stephen A.
Tell everybody to make sure they watch First Take in the morning.
All the time. First Take. That's all we do. This is the biggest show in the game. Timberland. Timbo the King.